Okay, opening up. Okay, so let's go to any chart. So basically, what is the new week opening? Sunday. Which chart are we looking for to find our new week opening up? The ones that have FXCM. Going into another ones, for instance, Wanda. The new week opening up will be different every single week. This is a range. You see, in this case, you had a range with a failure swing, meaning this is our dragon liquidity, and this was the bias is on Monday. And for instance, like what happened today on FXCM, which is small, but this I can utilize the time frame, watching if we can find a range here, something like this. That will be a turtle soup. Why is also important? Because acts like a magnet. I mean, for the algorithm, the new week opening up, it is a real magnet. I mean, it is a real liquidity void and acts like a magnet. So if price, another use I do with the new week opening up is to use it as a support and resistance. Imagine it's consolidating inside. When there is a huge new week opening up, price consolidates a lot inside. And when this happens, these are low probability conditions. Okay. And when it's small like this, I mean, the algorithm doesn't see a huge liquidity void, so price doesn't spend a lot of time inside and just leave it. And when it leaves, this is a low resistance liquidity run, meaning acts like real resistance. Look at how precise it rejects. You see, look at the bodies. Now, price will make will put more importance on the previous, the current new opening up regarding the previous ones, and even more if this. So what do we see here? Look at this. This is a range. Look at the bodies respecting the current new opening up, acting like a support. Opens below, so this will be our down liquidity. And look this Friday, and look how opens on Monday, going straight to the down liquidity. Yeah, look at this week. This was the opening ups, acts like a magnet. So look at this. This could be this one, and look at how precise it is the high of the day. Let's say here. I don't know. Well, it doesn't reach, but meaning that we already know the next bias for the next day. And yeah, you see. So previous day failed to reach the previous new week opening up, and look at the next day. Could be, to me, it's the only PRA that it works, because this is a real liquidity void on the chart. So look at the bodies and look at the bodies. Acts like a real resistance in this case, and lower. Okay, So price was bullish, so finally breaks above. You see, look at the bodies. Look what happened here, and the current gap, but also some previous ones. So let's find. I think it is everything said. Let's find some examples, starting with OZ. And by the way, let me check what's going on here. Yeah, still doing nothing, and look why. But tomorrow will be interesting because of the next day we have. This is the most important day of the month for the London session because we had this news, particular this one. This is the most important London news regarding euro. Okay, and we also have for tomorrow, sorry, for Wednesday, this news, which will be really interesting. Okay, so let's come back to the charts and let's go to the first example. Okay. So on that day, let me first. So this is the current new week opening up of that particular day. I mean that particular week. And let's find that economic calendar. What happened? This is Asia. I didn't trade it, but it was really clean. 25th of June. Let's see what happened that day. Well, actually, we'll be here or here. Yep. We had CPI on OZ. Look at this. So how the new week opening up will help us. So we had that 8-hour range here. Look at this. We already have our down liquidity. So going to lower time frame, let's see what do we see. We can refine something, yes. Remember we were here. So this is the bias. So from here we are allowed to buy. Let's refine even more. Look at 3 hours. Okay, this is a beauty. You see, what is this? This is a 2-hour reset range where from here, from exactly here, we are able to buy. Okay, meaning that this is also the 4-hour. So how we could trade that news. So if this is a 4-hour range, going 10 minutes left, what is this? So opens first up, still going long. Still on the 4-hour range, so still going long. Where is our down liquidity? Here. So as it is a news, let's find out 4 hours. Okay. Stop loss is safe here. 4 hours. And let's see what happened. Failed to reach it, so we can still go long. I mean, this is not an optimal long because it's just 3 pips, but for you to understand that this could be a good long. Okay, and then one risk ratio, something like this. Imagine we box here, example. Okay, so look at this. Look at how small it is this in an entry. Okay, going into New York. What is this? This is a reset range. So from here, we can sell. This is what I see. And this is our down liquidity. Let's refine our entry and let's see why to me this is a fair swing. So to me this is not a fair swing, but a turtle soup. Look at the end of the 8 AM candle. It tries to break the higher high, but why it doesn't break? Because the 2-hour range is already restarted, so price doesn't need to go above again. This was the maximum price to hit before going to the down liquidity. So because this was at the beginning of the candle, at the end it will fail. And where? Look where it failed. Look at the bodies. You see, this is a 1 minute chart, and look at how precise 50%. It completes to the pip 100%. Here exactly the same. So where is our entry? At the 9 AM candle, or inside the range. Why? Because to me this is already going into the next candle. So look at the time, 59 AM. Imagine we didn't sell here, so we sold here. This was the 2-hour restarted range, and this is our down liquidity. Okay, creates another range, another sell opportunity, and goes straight to our trade profit. Look at the time, it's going to the, well, yeah, this is an exit because it is not the end of the 9 AM candle, but if we want to wait to the new, this is 55, so this could be a really good exit when the 10 AM candle makes a lower low. And then we don't care if it reverses or if it continues lower. Okay. Alright, so next example. This was a really good trade. So the GAP. And going into '20 option. As always, new wick opening up. So look at this. For instance, in this case, this is the current new wick opening up, but look at this one, a huge one, which is at the same price of the current one. So in this case, I'm not, I will delete this one because it's too big and it disturbs my vision. I mean, I don't like seeing this. I mean, you see, look at who acts like a, and finally it breaks. and acts like a resistance. Here, failure swing, and this was 6 weeks, 6 weeks, yeah, 1 month ago. So even this is even it is a old one, it is still working. Look at this, for instance, who precise, completes, and reverses. But to me, I prefer the all new recovering apps. This is probably I'm not wrong with, we have SMT with U, so we are inside the high time frame range. This is a pending one. And what happened here? It opens above, so needs to reset. Look at the close at. This is it closes here at 4:59 and opens here at, yeah, it opens here at 5 a.m. going into New York. So we want what? Power 3, making the turtle soup of the 4-hour range, and this is our bias. We will see probably a low time frame range here, turtle soup. This is what we want to see here. Pending range on 1 hour, for instance, going into the bias, and finally the down liquidity. That's fine if this happened. Look at this. So let's refine our entry as much as we can. Look at this. And we also have news, so perfect. Why? Because we already know what will happen and exactly where we buy in this case. So going into the H3, we want to, in this case, buy as close to the news, as close as possible to the news. So turtle soup, well, the range turtle soup. So 10 minutes left. First long to the turtle soup. Second long, power 3, still inside the range. So this is only the bias, remember, this is not our drum liquidity. So because of it is the bias, we can still going higher. So we buy again and look at this closes above, and the next range, the next candle. Finally, this is another long opportunity. And what time is this? Yeah, we can take profit here or do this following the 5-minute range. Okay, really good. This is outside the new week opening range, but looking at the 4-hour range, it just look inside. These are long opportunities. Thinking like a power of 3 of the 4-hour 5 a.m. candle going to New York. So what do we expect? We expect 8 a.m. Another pen. And by the way, I forgot that we had a higher down liquidity. So this to help. So exactly, we had news at 2 a.m. on GDP pairs, and we already know the bias. Remember last quarter, failure swing, and boom, perfect range. I mean, if you watch this and you think like a ICT pattern trader, you'll see, okay, took the sell liquidity, look at this, and when it took this OTE, and look at the phantom trend line. So this is sell-side liquidity, right? All right, next example. It's really easy, you see. GP on the previous day. So yeah. So exactly as I said before, when it breaks, will act like a support in this case. It's really simple. We are in the high time frame bullish range, so look at this, opens above, so needs to restart. But remember, we are bullish, so as soon as it creates a new candle, same day on EU, 17th. Let's see what happened here. Exactly the same. Going into New York, where is it's support. And look at this. What is this? This is a restarted range, but as soon as it creates a new one, this will be the pending one. We also have this pending one and going into the target. Let's see if it fails. No, it reaches that day, so there you go. Easy trade for that day. Alright, so the last one. This will be a quick episode, really simple. This is a trade I took a month ago, only for the new week opening up. This was my only trigger. You'll see now why. Really simple. Yeah, that day. So what do we see here? Every time price tries to reach the higher prices, it fails because of the upper band of the new week opening price. Look at how it looks at. I think it is. Well, I think it is the next day. It is even more cleaner. I don't know. Yeah, look at this. That's exactly what I want to see. It happens the same here, going into New York, able to sell. This is also a failure swing, so to me this looks like a 5-minute range, and the ideal shorts are inside here. Let's imagine here, and aiming for 3 hours. What's the best that could happen? That our down liquidity, which will be this one in this case, is not reached. So we already know the bias for the going into New York. Well, this is a fair swing also. So this is an R. Look at the time it is created the low at the end of the 4 a.m. candle. So it fails, so this is still longs. And going into 8:30, imagine we 5 a.m. the low is already done. Look at this. We're inside that 5. So to me, it looks like a turtle soup. So long here and turtle take profit here. Aiming for 3 hours. This is safe. And let's see what happened. This is the case we take that long, okay? But imagine in this case, take profit here. Imagine, I don't know, let's see if there is a bigger range. Not sure. There is also this one, but exactly varies again. So when a new range is created, we will use it as the new one. So this is the bias for the news. So that could be into turtle soup. So which is the minimum objective for the long? It was here, right? Here. So as soon as, imagine we are not long, so as soon as it creates the long, we sell, sorry, as soon as it completes the restarted range, we sell here. You can delete this now. Well, that's really quick. I mean, we maybe have not even, well, I don't think that we have not even a second. So in this case, if we walked here, we would be stopped out. See, because this happened later. We need to see what kind of new was this. It is a tricky one. The GDP, because that I hate what happened on that news, or maybe CPI. Let's see, the 12th of March. Yeah, CPI. That was a tricky one. Okay, so the episode is gonna end here. I think it's clear why I use it in and how. And thank you for watching, and see you on next one.